Hello there everyone, and welcome to today's stream at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So today we're just going to be wandering around Hollywood Studios, looking around, and just strolling the park, doing a few rides, and after all, just having a good time. So, alright, so let's go. So tonight, Hollywood Studios is on the quieter side, which is pretty surprising, it being a Saturday night.
Excuse me, where'd you get that from?
So I actually got this as a third-party prototype online. But yeah, so So for the lines, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is looking at about a 50-minute wait. And also on the tip board up here, it also says Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is at a 60-minute wait. Muppet Vision's at 10 minutes. And Rise of Resistance is currently down, which is surprising and yet not surprising at the same time. It's a great ride, though. We might be doing it tonight.
How do we go in daytime and morning?
So unfortunately for tonight, we missed all the Indiana Jones shows. The last show was at 4:30, but next time I come to studios, I'll try and be here earlier so you can see the show. But it's a really great show. I'm very fond of it. I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones, so when I saw this for the first time, I felt like I was seeing the movie in live in person, pretty much. But yeah, it's a really great show, so if you ever get out here, I recommend coming and seeing it. The show times they have are 10:45, 12 p.m., 1:15, 3:15, and 4:30.
Now I'm
So Star Tours here is actually looking at like a 15-minute wait, which is actually not that bad. It's practically a walk-on. Yeah, it's a really great ride. I do like Star Tours. Alright, so now we're going to go into Tatooine Traders and look around in there and see if they got any cool new Star Wars merchandise. So yes, over here at Star Tours, they also have this experience where you can construct your own lightsaber. It's a really cool, cheaper option if you aren't able to do the $200 Savi's Workshop experience. For a single-bladed saber, it's $30, and then for a double-bladed, it's $44. And you can choose between all these different pieces here too, which is pretty cool.
We also have these single emitters. What are you looking for?
Much more affordable if you can't afford to do Savi's Workshop. They also got a couple of figures over here, which is pretty cool. Some talking action figures. Looks like they have a Stormtrooper Commander, Darth Vader. And over there they have Chewbacca and the Mandalorian, which is pretty cool. And then they also have a couple of cheaper lightsabers here. Like they have Ezra Bridger's saber from Star Wars Rebels, which that's a cheaper option too. It's a nice saber. I like that one. They also have the Boba Fett re-armored helmet from the Book of Boba Fett, which is a really cool helmet. I want to get my hands on one of these eventually. It's pretty cool. I believe they're about $100 if I'm not wrong. But yeah, they're really cool. It's a really cool helmet. I really like it. And over here they have a few more lightsabers. So it looks like they have the Skywalker lightsaber and then Darth Vader's. They should also have Mace Windu's, but I'm not sure if it's sold out throughout the park. Though it does look like it is sold out here. And these are pretty cool. They also have a couple of more budget ones that light up. Like they have Luke Skywalker's, they have Anakin Skywalker's, they have Darth Vader's. So those are a lot more budget friendly too. They're about $40 if I remember right.
Riley's right there.
So right there, that's what the helmet looks like out of the box. And yes, it appears they do still have the Mace Windu here. And right above it, that's what the Skywalker one looks like outside of the box. And then the Darth Vader one is over there on the right. And they also have a lot of cool signed artwork here that you can purchase as well, which is pretty cool.
I thought they were near.
Is that the FX one?
No, this one's in third-party NeoPixel.
Oh, cool. Hold the button. Hold it for a little while.
So yeah, if you're enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. This way you get notified of every time I upload. Yeah, we got a bunch of people with lightsabers over here, which is pretty cool. They got a whole bunch right here. All right, so now we're going into Galaxy's Edge. We're gonna walk around, take a look, see what they have, and see if the new Cal Kestis. It's not out, but I just want to make sure and confirm it. And if it is, we will probably get it and do an unboxing. Okay, so Rise of the Resistance is still down with technical problems. Hopefully it gets back up sometime soon, so we might go on that tonight. So the Legacy Sabers range in price. The cheapest one they have is about $149. And they can get up to $229. It depends on the hilt. But for example, one that would be $149 would be, say, Rey's lightsaber. And the one that's $229 would be the Ahsoka Tano lightsaber, which is a 2-pack. And those are without the blades. The blades are $45 for a 26-inch blade. And then it's $50 for a 31 or a 36. So for all the hilts, the blades are separately, except for the Darksaber, and then the 3 Legacy lightsabers that were in Tatooine Traders, the Mace Windu, the Skywalker one, and then the Darth Vader one. Those ones are $219. And with those ones, the blade is included, as well as a hilt stand and a belt clip. My personal favorite of the Legacy collection would probably have to be the Count Dooku Legacy lightsaber. I'm very fond of that one just because of how much chrome it has on it, and then I love the curved hilt. So over here in the marketplace, you can find a whole bunch of different things in here. So now we're actually going into Black Spire Outfitters, and it looks like they just got an item that's been sold out for a while back in stock. Our mug is a really cool mug. I'm thinking about probably getting myself one of these. They are... It looks like $24.99 for this one. But it is confirmed they are here in stock.
Did you make the Darksaber?
No, this Darksaber is actually a third-party prototype.
Is it?
Yes.
So they don't sell it here.
They do sell a Darksaber here, but not like mine.
Black kyber crystal? Oh,
It's
no,
a,
no, no,
it's a third-party Darksaber.
Hold it
Sure.
just for a second. Oh my god. Now I'm guessing that's the... Okay, that's cool. There, I don't want to... That's extremely cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Thank you. Alright, so next we are going to be going into the Droid Depot to see if they got any new droids or parts in. So basically what the Droid Depot is where you can build your own custom droid. You can either build an R-Series unit or a BB unit. I personally have yet to build a droid. I'm thinking about possibly building an R-Series unit.
My son really likes it actually, but can you take a picture with you?
I'm doing a live stream right now. It's alright. It's okay, but yeah. Thank you. Alright, so now we're going in the Droid Depot. Your own custom BBs, and they're just now getting in the new casing for, and this is the old casing that they have, but they're starting to cycle these out and get it in the new. So currently they do still have the same droids that they have. They have BB-8, they have C-3PO, they have a B-1 battle droid, and then they also have R2-D2. I'm thinking about possibly getting the B-1 battle droid and R2-D2 later on, because I've been always a fan of the Clone Wars, and whenever I see a battle droid, it just reminds me of Clone Wars, and then I also loved R2-D2, and he's my favorite droid, so that's why I'd probably get R2-D2 later on. And what's really cool is you can also get some attachments for your droids, like the blaster accessories, as well as the ferry droid accessory, which you see in The Mandalorian. Then you can also get some jet booster attachments as well, pretty cool. And down there, they also have DJ Rex as well, the droid you see from the cantina. Alright, so we're just gonna walk through Savi's workshop tonight. We're not gonna stop and look at any parts, but they do have the same set. Alright, so now we're going to be going into Doc Ondar's to take a look at what they have and see if they've got the Cal Kestis yet.
These are the really expensive. These are the just walk down. Took me a minute because we went to the tower.
Oh.
It's more like a twill. Like a twill.
So right now it's a little too crowded to go and see if they have any new lightsabers. So we'll come back later in the stream and take a look. So yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. This way you get notified of every time I upload. So yeah, we'll definitely go back to Doc's and see if they have any new sabers yet. So far, I haven't seen anyone with the Cal Kestis saber walking around, but they might have they might have it for sale, or they might not. I'm not sure yet. I have my doubts, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So right now, the Millennium Falcon is at a 60-minute wait, which we're not going to go on it right now, but we might do it later tonight. So I'm going to try and get a reservation for Oga's Cantina tonight. I can't guarantee if we're going to go in there or not, but I'd like to. And I was thinking about maybe getting a drink or two. One drink I highly recommend getting, if you ever get the chance, is the Carbon Freeze or the Hyperdrive. They're both really good drinks, and I really like them both. So right here, this is actually my favorite spot in Galaxy's Edge. I'm not sure as to if today is a journey day, but for people who are staying on the Halcyon, the Galactic Star Cruiser, this is where you disembark from the Halcyon to get to Galaxy's Edge. And right here is a nice little area just to sit down, relax in, and also do a little bit of saber training. So yeah, this is one of my favorite places in Galaxy's Edge, right here. We also have the TIE Echelon, which is pretty cool.
Six off mountain cheers.
So much serious right now.
So if you're just joining the stream, we're about to head into Toy Story Land now and possibly do a ride there if one of the rides is short enough. Most likely Slinky Dog Dash or Alien Swirling Saucers. So yeah, here we are, the entrance of Toy Story Land. All right, so let's check the lines and see what they're at. So Alien Swirling Saucers is at a 25-minute wait. So we're actually going to do it. So yeah, and here we go.
Welcome. Thank you.
So the queue line for this is looking more like a 30-minute rather than a 25, possibly a 35. But it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, it looks like they're having power troubles.
Does it light up?
Alright, so that's really the only downside about this line with swirling saucers, is that it looks short and then it's not really that short. But it's still a great ride. Hi Sam, welcome back. Thanks for coming to join the stream tonight. Hello, Sandro. Welcome to the stream. So right now we are currently waiting in line for alien swirling saucers here in Toy Story Land. It's looking at about a 20-minute wait, but yeah, it shouldn't be too long. So a funny little thing about this wall right here is if you look right here, there's also a hidden Mickey. So Sandra, my thoughts about the Obi-Wan trailer, I thought it was really good. I really do look forward to seeing it. Because of Obi-Wan being my favorite character, I'm a little bit biased on it. So I do think it was really good. I was really happy to see the Inquisitorius in there. It was really cool to see the Grand Inquisitor and the Fifth Brother again. I do have my critiques with it, but I do think overall it's really good. And I really can't wait to see the finished product. I'm really glad that they got Ewan McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because for a few years he was teasing to us that if they want me to come back, I'll come back. And it made us think that they were actually hiring somebody else. But the whole time that he actually did know that he was coming back as Obi-Wan, but he couldn't share it. But I'm glad they didn't decide to take somebody else to have him get replaced. He was honestly, he is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then we have Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin Skywalker, or at this point, Darth Vader. I'm really glad they brought him back too. One character I really hope we see is Qui-Gon Jinn, because I really like Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon's one of my favorite Jedi. He's definitely number 3 right underneath Anakin Skywalker. But I really hope they have Liam Neeson reprise his role as Qui-Gon. And actually teaching Obi-Wan how to transfer his essence into the Force and become a Force ghost. I'm not sure. I think he could make an appearance, though I'm not 100% certain. I kind of highly doubt it now that I think about it, because at this point, happens 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. And Maul's duel with Kenobi happened about 18 years afterwards. So that'd have to be a huge time gap jump in between the Kenobi series and when we see him in Rebels, because Rebels takes place 15 years after Revenge of the Sith and leads up to about 19 years after Revenge of the Sith. So, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's likely. Though I'm not gonna lie, it would be really cool if he did appear, though. Yes, he is alive in Solo, but as it was shown in Rebels, him and Kenobi didn't have their first encounter until Twin Sons episode in Rebels, which takes place at about 18 years after Revenge of the Sith, while Kenobi's only 10. So unless they do the huge 8-year time jump, I don't really see it being likely. I mean, if they ever decided to do a season 2 with Kenobi, then possibly I could see that happening. But as of right now, I can't really see it. Because I do know it is going to be a 6-episode series, Each episode's supposed to be an hour long, but I mean, who knows? Alright, so the line for swirling saucer is not really moving that fast. It's probably looking like maybe at least an hour wait. So we're actually going to go and do something else. If it said it did say a 25-minute wait, but it's looking more like an hour, so we're going to find something else to do. And I see I wasn't the only one who wanted to leave because it seemed longer than it was. But yeah, we'll figure out something else to do. But for the Kenobi series, I do have some high expectations for it. I do really hope that they do good on this series. I was very fond of it coming out, so it'll be good. So that's why it says 25 minutes and it seems longer. It's because they only have one side of Alien Swirling Saucers going. They don't have both sides going. If they had both sides, then I could see it being more a 25-minute wait. So that's unfortunate, but hey, we have next stream to do it. So in order to be a master to a Padawan, you don't need to be a Jedi Master. After you've achieved the rank of Jedi Knight, then you're able to take on a Padawan. And if that Padawan becomes a Jedi Knight under your tutelage and they pass the Jedi trials and pass all the tests that the Jedi require of a Padawan to become a Knight, then you in turn, as the master of that Padawan, are granted the rank of Master. But one of the main reasons I don't think Anakin was granted the rank of Master was because of Mace Windu. Mace Windu always hated Anakin and just doubted him because he was very emotional, and basically Mace just didn't like Anakin just because he didn't like Anakin in general. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if they let Anakin become a Jedi Master, I personally believe that he would not have fallen to the dark side. Because the reason why Anakin wanted to become a Jedi Master so bad was so that he could access the restricted section of the archives in the Jedi Temple, which let him study all these ancient dark side and Jedi texts to actually cheat death, which is basically that's what he wanted the whole time. That's the only reason why he turned to the dark side, was for Padme. And Palpatine giving him the solution, or so he thought, he was like, I'm going with this because the Jedi aren't giving me anything. So in the end, Anakin turned to the dark side, all for the sake of Padme. So the Jedi Code, it does forbid attachments. So with Luke, from what we're seeing in the book of Boba Fett, he is saying no attachments. So it's looking like he might be following the Jedi Code of old, Well, in Legends, Luke Skywalker actually did have a wife, and her name was Mara Jade. She was an Emperor's hand who eventually met Luke Skywalker and fell in love with him over time. But in Legends, the new Jedi Order, yes, Jedi are allowed to have wives and lovers. But with the old Jedi Code, the only way a Jedi could ever get married and have a family would be as if he left the Jedi Order, or he kept it so good of a secret like how Anakin did, and just in the end it didn't reach the surface that Anakin was married. So that's why he didn't get expelled. But if the Jedi found out, he would have been expelled from the Order. The only exception to that is if your species, like for example Jedi Master Ki-Adi-Mundi, males of his species were very low and they were close to extinction, so he was allowed to have relationships to keep his species alive. But Obi-Wan and Luke, Obi-Wan could have gotten married after the fall of the Jedi, but with how much PTSD he was going through, that was the last thing on his mind. And also because his lover, Duchess Satine, was killed by Darth Maul during the Clone Wars. Yeah, so we would go in Star Wars Launch Bay, but unfortunately they closed Launch Bay at 6. Next time I come out to Hollywood Studios, I'll try and cover that in the stream. I don't think I'd really like that, mostly just because of the amount of PTSD he went through, and honestly, I don't see it as being realistic. So I really don't think I'd like that. 'Cause the thing is with Obi-Wan, I get a little bit protective of his character just because of how much of my favorite he is. So if they did that to him, I don't think I would like that very much. Because they got to keep it Obi-Wan Kenobi. They got to keep him in character. They can't just do like what they did with Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. And that was the reason why everyone hated it, because that wasn't Luke Skywalker. That wasn't the Jedi hero we all know. So, yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that.
I was like, yeah.
So right now we're going to be going into Mouse About Town, I think that's what it's called. And we're going to look around and see what they have in there, see if they got any good stuff. So I don't really think that's a possibility, because I don't even think I really don't think Obi-Wan's going to be married in this series. But we don't even know if Vader and Obi-Wan may even have a confrontation, because it's slightly with a very small S that Vader and Kenobi haven't met between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Because with Star Wars Rebels, Palpatine is talking to Vader and they're talking about Ahsoka, and they say basically Ahsoka could lead us to other lost Jedi. And Vader goes, such as Kenobi, and Palpatine says perhaps if he lives. Meaning that Palpatine doesn't even know if Obi-Wan lives, which in turn makes me think that Vader doesn't even know if Obi-Wan lives. And then also like what we see in A New Hope, where Vader says, when I left you, I was the learner, now I am the master. Which kind of implies, because when Vader fought Obi-Wan, he was still his apprentice. He was still Anakin Skywalker at that point. So it's not 100% certain. So Tower of Terror is currently at a 140-minute wait, which is a little too long for my tastes. But again, it is a Saturday night here at Hollywood Studios. So that does kind of make a little bit of sense as to why the lines are crazy. So right now, Rock and Roller Coaster is at a 70-minute wait, actually, but unfortunately, we can't do that ride regardless because they don't allow streaming or videography of any type on Rock and Roller Coaster, which is, it's a little unfortunate, but it's still a good one. I do have a bit of Star Wars and Marvel comics. I'm not really a DC guy, just because I like Marvel a little bit better. But yeah.
DJ here at Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. And we have another caller. Yo, who's this?
Who's this? Only the greatest racer of all time.
Really? You don't sound like Lightning McQueen.
Alright, so over here we also have Cruz Ramirez with her own piston cup, which is pretty cool, here at Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy.
That's one time that you got her champion of championship. Get it right.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. Are you planning on visiting Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy?
Oh, listen to the comedian here.
And so they also have DJ over here, which is pretty cool.
Academy and the last gallon of gas.
That's too bad. I'm pretty sure you would benefit from some racing tips, Thunder.
What? Don't call me Thunder.
And you know what they say. Thunder always comes after
We got Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, which is pretty cool.
Oh, come on.
Oh, so DJ is actually playing one of my favorite songs, Thunder. It's pretty cool. Whenever I hear this song, I always think of Thor. So really cool thing also is one of my very good friends, his name is Dana. Shout out to you, Dana. He actually owns the Doc Hudson car that was used in the Pixar production Cars. He owns one of the two. They actually had two cars for that. They had a two-door car and they had a four-door car. 51 Hudsons. They did is they took 3D images of both of the cars and they mashed that together to what you get in the movie. And that's what you see as Doc Hudson. And he owns the 4-door, and that was actually owned prior by one of the guys who was on John Lasseter's staff, the producer for Cars, and they had it sitting in Pixar's warehouse for over a decade. He got his hands on the Hudson and just completely stripped it down to bare metal, completely rebuilt and restored the thing, and it actually looks just like how Doc Hudson does in the movie. And later on in the future, I'll do a live stream of a car show that he and I go to together, so you'll get to see that. But again, shout out to you, Dana. Oh, so Sandra, one of the lightsabers that I would really like to get my hands on is... Well, that's a tough one, actually, because there's a couple of lightsabers that I do like, but not one that I'm really super committed on. Probably the one I think about getting is, it's called a 7 Chambers Anti-Flex. And basically 7 Chambers is a custom lightsaber company that sells empty lightsaber hilts that can be installed with NeoPixel. And 7 Chambers Anti-Flex is basically Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. I don't plan on getting it anytime soon just because of financial stuff I got going on, but I did just look at a saber that I'm highly debating on buying, and it's actually called an SP Sabers High Ground. I'm highly debating buying it, and basically what the High Ground is it's Kenobi's from Episode 3, and it has 3 different neck variations that you can get included with it. One of them being the hero neck style, which is what we see on the static prop, the stunt style, which is what we see used on the stunt prop, and then also the master replicas style. So it comes with 3 different necks that you can choose from. And then it also comes with an extra emitter, which is the emitter that we see from the Kenobi series. So if I get this thing, I could make Kenobi's saber from Episode 3 and from Kenobi. I'm highly debating getting it. But I do really want to get a 7 Chambers Anti-Flex, though. But yeah, if you're looking to get one of your own, SP Sabers is the one that sells the High Ground, and then 7 Chambers is the one that sells the Anti-Flex. SP Sabers is currently doing a run of theirs right now, but they are selling fast because it's from what is known about it, it's supposed to be the most accurate Kenobi out there because they took high resolution and 3D images of the prop of Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber that was just sold on the prop shop recently. So it's supposed to be the most accurate. And the thin neck, is stainless steel, which means it's very strong. My Kenobi that I have right now, it's called a Corabanth OWK3, which is, they sell through a retailer called 89 Sabers. That one, it has a thin neck that's made out of aluminum, which is not as strong. But with the stainless steel neck, it does give it slight dual worthiness, which is pretty cool. And if I do end up getting it, it will also have a crystal chamber included. Which means if I open up the hilt, you'll be able to see a kyber crystal inside, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we're now in Keystone Clotheteers, and Keystone is basically split into 2 parts. Half of the store is Marvel, and the other half is Star Wars, which are 2 of my favorite franchises, which is pretty cool. So it looks like they also have the Marvel Legends Sylvie figure from the Loki series, which is one I'll probably get that figure eventually. So it also looked like they got the Marvel Legends Iron Man helmet in too. And that helmet, I think it's $100. I have the exact same one. It's a pretty cool helmet. And that's actually the helmet right over there. So it's a pretty cool helmet. I really like mine. I'm not sure whether or not Grogu will turn to the dark side. I don't think he will, but I mean, his fate is currently unknown, so I can't make an accurate judgment. So they also do have the Darth Vader Skywalker as well as the Mace Windu Legacy Sabers here at Keystone Clothateers as well. So if you're unable to get to Star Tours, they do have them here as well. It looks like they also have Rey's staff, as well as the Anakin Skywalker electronic lightsaber. And they also got a First Order Executioner axe as well, which is pretty cool. They also got a couple of old Christmas decorations in here from Christmas last year, which is pretty cool. They also have a light-up Grogu Christmas ornament, which is pretty cool. So, like, if you push the button on it, the button is down here on the bottom, it lights up. It also makes noise too. That's pretty cool. And it is $22.99. Alright, so my favorite Marvel TV series would probably have to be Loki. I'm a huge fan of Norse mythology, and I've always loved Thor and Loki just because of that aspect. So, basically, the reason why I also like that so much is because it also dives into the multiverse, which was a concept that was thrown around a lot in the Marvel Universe before it made its debut with Loki. Yeah. I also did like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier because I'm a huge Captain America fan as well. But I did like Loki ever so slightly more. Tom Hiddleston did an amazing job as Loki. That's all I really have to say. Honestly, I don't really see any other actor being able to portray Loki as well as Tom did. And a really fun fact about it, Tom Hiddleston, is originally he actually didn't audition for the role of Loki in Thor. He actually auditioned for the role of Thor. And there actually were a few screen tests where it did show him with the wig and the hammer. And honestly, I couldn't really see him as Thor, but it's still a pretty cool little fun fact. But when he did do the audition, afterwards they were just like, we found our Loki. And they offered him the role of Loki. I kind of liked the Hawkeye series. It was a pretty cool series. Honestly, I just really like the character of Hawkeye because when I was younger, I used to be an archer, and I used to do a lot of archery tournaments and stuff. I was an archery champion for 4-H, and I really like that. And because of that, I just like the character of Hawkeye, and he's a very down-to-earth type character because it makes you realize he doesn't have any special powers. He can't fly, he can't shoot lasers. He's just a normal guy wanting to do what's right. And that's one thing I really like about Hawkeye. Honestly, all the series that they've come out with are pretty good, in my opinion. But if you're enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. This way you get notified of every time I upload. Alright, so one restaurant that I really should go to sometime is Sci-Fi Dine-In. I hear it's got some pretty good stuff there, but I haven't gone to it yet, so I might do a live stream when I go there. Who knows? But yeah, from what I hear, it's pretty good. Ooh, that's a good question. I know I really liked Avengers Endgame, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's definitely in the top 3. I can't really say I have a favorite, but for me, I'd probably have to say Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, and then Avengers Endgame. Though I do like Thor the Dark World, which is pretty surprising because most people don't like Thor Dark World, and I really like that movie. I thought it was pretty good, honestly, just because it gave me a very Asgardian feel because of how much I like Norse mythology. That's probably another reason why. But yeah, definitely the 2 Captain America movies and Endgame are my top 3. Winter Soldier, they did excellent with the choreography on that movie. I think that was probably one of the best choreographed Marvel movies. So yeah, so this is also part of the stage of the Indiana Jones show, which is pretty cool. So, take a look. We got all that over there. That's pretty cool. Definitely gotta come back and see the Indiana Jones show. Backlot Express is also a really great place to get some food here if you ever come down to Hollywood Studios. I really like Backlot. I get most of my stuff there. Though I do try to refrain from eating in the parks just because of the price. So a little fun fact. So if you go right here where near the restrooms are, near Star Tours, so instead of having to walk all the way around here, there actually is a back way you can take where you just go right here, right to the right of the restrooms, and it's a very little known back way. And there's always like almost no traffic. And it literally puts you out right here, right on the other side of Star Tours, right near Sci-Fi and Dine. I'm not really too much of a fan of the Jedi Code either. I've fashioned myself more of a gray Jedi who likes to dabble in both the light side and the dark side of the Force, having no rules when it comes to being a Jedi. Though I do tend to lean toward the light side. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a super fan of the Jedi Code as an entirety, though I do like certain aspects of it.
I mean, I guess I'll get it.
60 minutes.
All right, so now we're going into the Muppet area of Hollywood Studios. We're just gonna walk around in here. So currently Muppet Vision is not doing any more shows tonight, but that's all right. We'll do it next time. And we got the Miss Piggy fountain. This is a pretty cool little fountain. So another place I'm really fond of getting some food at is right here at Pizza Rizzo. And they do have some pretty decently priced pizzas in here. I mean, it's not like super good deal, but it's probably one of the more affordable sides for food here in Hollywood Studios. When I made my first trip to Galaxy's Edge, I actually had lunch in there, and it's actually in there that I opened my black kyber crystal and got that, which was pretty cool. So I got a little special memory in there. So yeah, so whenever I go to Pizza Rizzo, I think of the time I opened my black kyber crystal and how much fun I had when opening it. So yeah, right over here is where the exit for Muppet Vision is. So you got that. And basically it's a big circle, and you also got two statues of Kermit the Frog here. Yeah, whenever I see these, it always makes me a little jumpy. All right, Sandro, have a great night, and we'll hopefully see you for the next stream. So yeah, basically the Muppet area is just it's a big circle. All right, so now we're going to be going back into Galaxy's Edge. So yeah, an hour before park closing here in Galaxy's Edge, it gets really quiet. And that's one thing I love, is I love when Galaxy's Edge is quiet. Just the experience that you get when there's barely any people here, it's really nice. And plus you can walk around, swing your lightsaber, not have to worry about hitting any people too. And of course, I brought my lightsaber with me. I I brought my dark saber. Yeah, I really like my dark saber. It's a pretty cool one. But yeah, they got the A-Wing over here, which is pretty cool. I really like the A-Wing. Yeah. Okay, so it does look like Rise of the Resistance is actually working again. And it looks like it's at a 110-minute wait, which I don't really think that's right. It's probably more of like a 40-minute wait because it's so late at night. But hey, it's good that they got Rise of Resistance back working again. We might do that tonight. So it also does look like they are sold out of the Luke Skywalker Red 5 X-Wing pilot helmets. Looks like they only have the Poe Dameron and then the Resistance X-Wing pilot.
We're done. I obviously.
Alright, so now we're going to be going back into Doc Ondar's if there's not that many people. We're going to try and look in the lightsaber case to see if they have the Cal Kestis, which I'm still skeptical about. But who knows? Maybe it's selling since Alright, so it is slightly quieter in here, which is much nicer. One thing that I really like is the Darth Vader castle, which is pretty cool. This actually lights up, and it's Vader's castle that we see on Mustafar, which is pretty cool. And it looks like they're running pretty low on the lightsaber sheaths too, and that's kind of not surprising because these are very popular sheaths. I actually have 2 of them. I really do like that sheath. I really like how they have the Dianoga in here. It's pretty cool. So it doesn't look like they have the Cal Kestis saber in stock though. But that's alright. There's always next time. But whenever it does release, I will definitely do a stream of that. are also running pretty low on kyber crystals here as well. It looks like the yellow kyber crystal is completely gone, and there's only 2 over here. It does look like they have the purple and the blue as well as green. The white and yellow do appear to be gone. So yeah, let's go over and say hi to Doc. Hey Doc, how you doing? It's good to have you back on planet. You know when the Cal Kestis might be coming in, Doc? Oh, you know? Is it going to be soon? Alright, Doc. Well, hopefully next time we'll have Cal Kestis here. Alright. Have a good one, Doc. We'll see you around. Yeah. Here's another look at the saber case. Alright, so now we're just gonna walk around, see what's out there, see if we got any cool sabers tonight. Hopefully run into some people with some NeoPixels, because I love talking to people who have NeoPixels. So right now it doesn't look like there's anybody out here with NeoPixels, but still, you got some people out here swinging their sabers, which is pretty cool. Alright, so the Millennium Falcon is actually at a 25-minute wait, but by the look of the queue, it's looking more like a walk-on, which is pretty cool. We'll probably do that another night, though. Probably when we have Pete here, so we can show you all our special little thing we do. But yeah. Yeah, next time we stream out here, hopefully Pete will be with me, and we'll be able to do Falcon and do our special little thing we do. One thing I really suggest doing if you come out here to Galaxy's Edge is to get some blue milk here from the blue milk stand, or the milk stand. And it's a really good thing to try. It's a plant blend, actually. I've tried blue milk and green milk, which is the 2 offerings they sell, and I prefer the blue milk. It's a really good one. I recommend trying blue milk if you come out here.
I don't know. I would have guessed that way, but
Where do we go?
So next time we come to Galaxy's Edge, it'll probably be during the daytime. So we'll be able to see Rey and Chewbacca as well as the Stormtroopers up here doing stuff and interacting with the guests, which would be pretty cool to see. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for future videos or ideas that you think we should stream, definitely post them in the comments, or yeah, just send us a suggestion. We'd love to hear your ideas. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to keep notified of every time I upload. Alright, so this corner over here is also a really good spot to do some photos. You can see a couple of people over there doing some photos now with their sabers. But yeah, it's a very dark corner. You can do some really cool effects if you have a NeoPixel, like cutting through that door over there. It's pretty cool. I've actually done a few with my dark saber, and it looks really cool. But yeah, it's a very good photo spot here in Galaxy's Edge.
You have the maintenance guys sitting in there.
And then we got the X-Wing right here. I love the X-Wing. It's a really cool ship. Fun fact about this X-Wing, I don't know if it was mentioned in the last stream, but this was actually an X-Wing that was used as a filming prop for the production of The Last Jedi, which is pretty cool. So the one here in Batu East in Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios, this one is a prop, while the one in Anaheim is actually just a constructed one. But yeah, the fun fact is this is actually a prop that was used to make The Last Jedi. Doesn't look like much has changed for merchandise here at the Resistance Trading Post. Oh yeah. So one of my favorite pieces of clothing is right here. The Han Solo jacket, or vest. It's called a jacket, but it's listed as a jacket, but it is actually a vest. Reason why I'm very fond of this jacket is just because of how many pockets it has. And you can store so much stuff in here, you'd never even know. It's a really cool jacket. It's about $49.99 or 49 credits as they call it here on Batu. But it's a really cool jacket. I'm very fond of this jacket. I usually use this whenever I need to carry some stuff that I need for my NeoPixel. But yeah, it's a really good jacket. And it's also very comfy too. So it does look like the Rise of the Resistance is actually down again, which is kind of surprising that it's actually down twice in one day. But I mean, it is understandable though, because I mean, it is a very advanced ride. It's probably one of the most advanced, if not the most advanced ride in all of Disney World and Disneyland. But yeah, I mean, it does.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I mean, it is a great ride. It just, yeah, I really wish it would not break down as much, but I do understand why. 'Cause, I mean, this is over $1 million went into the production of just this ride itself, just the ride, not like other stuff, but just that ride in certain aspects of the electronics for it. But yeah, Galaxy's Edge in general at nighttime is really nice. It's a lot quieter, and plus your sabers look a lot better too. Like, I love how my dark saber looks at night. It's a cool dark saber.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, one day Pete and I are gonna go on the Halcyon, and we're gonna do a live stream from the Star Cruiser. I've personally been there before. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's totally worth doing. It is a little bit too expensive in my opinion, but still, it's worth doing. It's about $1,000 overpriced, but I still would recommend doing the Galactic Star Cruiser. But one day I'll be on it again. I know Pete is very excited about being able to go on, but financially we just aren't able to afford it right now, but hopefully our financial situation will change in the future. But only the Force knows. Only the Force knows. All right, everyone. Tonight was a great night in Disney's Hollywood Studios. I had a lot of fun. And if you had a lot of fun, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, your favorite part of the vlog. But yeah, we'll definitely have to be doing another live stream here in Hollywood Studios. The next live stream will probably be an Epcot one, but I'm not 100% certain. Pete and I are going to discuss it and figure out what's going to work with our schedule. But yeah, definitely. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I upload. But yeah, until then, everybody, till the spire, and may the force be with you always.